When the world collapses, the loud ones fall first. The ones who survive are not those who charge into battle, but those who disappear into the shadows. Those who understand that survival is not about being the strongest, but the most elusive. The ones who make mistakes, like billowing smoke, glinting gear, or noise, they're the first to be found. This is how to build the perfect bug-out camp: hidden, defensible, and untouchable. A bug-out camp isn't a vacation spot, it's your last lifeline. When society crumbles, this is the fortress that keeps you breathing. It needs to be invisible to drones, looters, and even other survivors. The perfect camp rests on 3 pillars: location, concealment, and escape. Each one is vital, intertwined. Master them, and you become a ghost in the wilderness. By the end, you'll know how to build a camp they'll never discover. Pick ground that hides you: dense forest, ravines, or shadowed slopes. As we delve into the first rule of creating the perfect bug-out camp, we must remember that terrain is our shield. It's not about claiming the most picturesque spot or the one with the best view. It's about selecting a location that naturally conceals and protects us. Consider a dense forest. The thick canopy and underbrush can provide excellent cover, making it difficult for others to spot your camp from a distance. The forest floor itself can be used to mask your tracks, further adding to your invisibility. However, it's crucial to select a spot that isn't in the immediate path of wildlife or natural hazards. Ravines, too, can serve as great hideouts. Their steep sides provide a natural barrier against unwanted visitors. The shadows cast by the surrounding terrain can help to keep your presence hidden. But remember, ravines can also be prone to flash floods, so always ensure you're not setting up camp in a potential flood zone. Shadowed slopes offer another excellent option. The natural incline provides a vantage point to observe any approaching threats, while the shadows cast by the terrain can keep your camp concealed during the day. However, caution must be exercised to avoid triggering landslides or rockfalls. Water is another crucial factor to consider when selecting your location. Staying near a source of water is beneficial for obvious reasons: hydration, food, hygiene, but never set up camp directly beside it. Water sources are common points of interest and can attract other survivors, wildlife, and even looters. As you scout for the perfect location, always keep an eye out for natural barriers such as rivers, cliffs, or dense thickets. These can serve as additional deterrents for those who might stumble upon your hideout. In essence, the perfect terrain for your bug-out camp is one that provides concealment, protection, and access to resources, but also one that poses challenges to anyone trying to find or reach it. And remember, if it's easy to reach, it's too easy to find. Camouflage is more than color, it's distortion. When it comes to creating the perfect bug-out camp, comfort plays second fiddle to concealment. It's all about blending in with your surroundings, becoming a part of the landscape rather than an addition to it. Avoid clean lines, sharp angles, and anything that can catch the eye or reflect light. You're not setting up a vacation tent, you're creating a haven to keep you safe. Your gear, too, needs to blend in. That shiny, high-tech equipment might look great in the store, but out here, it's a beacon calling attention to your location. Opt for gear that's as unobtrusive as possible, colored to match the earth and the foliage. Shelter, too, should be a study in subtlety. Use natural debris, fallen branches, leaves, moss, nature's own camouflage. Build it to be functional, yes, but also to be forgettable. It should look like nothing more than another mound of debris to any passing observer. Remember, the goal isn't to stand out, it's to disappear, to blend your presence until even you can't see it. The best defense is never being found. A simple truth, but one that holds power beyond measure. Your camp's defense begins with the site you choose. Let the terrain work for you. Fallen logs, uneven slopes, thick brush, these are your silent sentries. They're unobtrusive, natural. They don't shout, "Someone's here." They whisper, "Move along, there's nothing to see." Camouflage is your ally, not just in what you wear, but in how you exist within the environment. Your shelter, your gear, even your paths should blend seamlessly into the surroundings. Disturb the natural world as little as possible. Leave no sign, no trace, that you are anything more than a passing breeze. Avoid physical defenses, no fences, no traps. These only serve to draw attention, to signal that something valuable lies beyond. Silence and invisibility are your shields, and they are far more potent than any barbed wire or pitfall trap. Remember, the goal is not to create a fortress, but to be a ghost. Your presence should be as unremarkable as the rustling of leaves or the chirping of crickets. The more ordinary your camp looks, the safer you are. This is a small-town prepper. We're here to guide you past the hype and into the heart of real-world survival. If you're after practical, proven methods to ensure you and yours make it through, you're in the right place. Subscribe for real survival skills, not fantasy. Light and smoke give away more survivors than footprints. This is a survivalist mantra that you should etch into your memory. In a world where discretion is the key to longevity, controlling your flame could mean the difference between life and death. Why is this so important? Well, the glow of a fire can be seen from miles away, and the smoke can be spotted even further. This is a dead giveaway of your location, an invitation to unwanted visitors. So, how do you enjoy the benefits of a fire, warmth, cooked food, even morale, without painting a target on your back? One effective technique is using a Dakota fire hole. This ingenious method involves digging a hole in the ground for your fire, which not only conceals the light but also makes your fire burn more efficiently. Another crucial tip is to always use dry wood. Wet or green wood creates more smoke and burns less efficiently. Be sure to gather your firewood well in advance and keep it dry. Timing is also fundamental. Try to cook your meals at dawn or dusk when the light is less likely to be noticed. Remember, in the game of survival, it's the small details that matter. Never let your glow reach the trees. Never store all supplies in one place. This is the fifth rule, and it's all about cache and rotation. In a survival scenario, it's crucial that you don't put all your eggs in one basket, so to speak. Think of your supplies as your lifeblood. They are your sustenance, your tools, your means of survival. And if they're all in one place and that place is discovered or compromised, you're left with nothing. It's a risk you can't afford to take. Here's what you need to do. Bury your food and tools in various locations, ideally between 50 to 100 yards from your camp. This distance is just right. It's close enough for easy access, but far enough to avoid attracting unwanted attention to your main camp. Now don't just bury and forget. You need to rotate these locations. If one stash is discovered, you want to ensure the finder doesn't get their hands on the rest. So, you shift your supplies around, always staying one step ahead. Remember, the key here is subtlety. Your stashes should blend into their surroundings just like your camp. It's a game of hide and seek where the stakes are your survival. If someone finds one stash, they shouldn't find the rest. This is the essence of rule number 5. Keep it in mind, and you'll preserve your lifeline. Every camp must have 3 exits, one fast, one hidden, one forgotten. This is the 6th rule, and it is as crucial as the others. The world of survival is not a stage for standoffs or last stands. It's a grand game of hide and seek. The moment you're found, that's when you need to be ready to disappear again. The first exit is the fast one. This is your sprint route, the path you take when speed is of the essence. It should be clear, direct, and lead you quickly away from potential danger. The hidden exit is your stealthy retreat. This path should be concealed, camouflaged, and known only to you. This is the trail you use when you want to leave without a trace, to melt back into the wilderness without raising an alarm. The forgotten exit is your last resort. This is the path that's hardest to navigate, the one that takes you through the thickest brush or the steepest terrain. It's the least likely to be discovered, and the most difficult to follow. Remember, the essence of survival is adaptation. A survivor moves like water. When blocked, they flow elsewhere. The perfect bug-out camp isn't built with tools. It's built with patience and awareness. It's about understanding the terrain and using it as your shield, choosing concealment over comfort, and defending your sanctuary in silence. Remember, the best defense is never being found. Your survival doesn't rely on the strength of your barricades, but on your ability to blend into the environment so seamlessly that even you would have a hard time spotting your own camp. It's about controlling the flame, ensuring that your fire doesn't become a beacon for unwanted visitors. Your supplies are your lifeline, so never store them all in one place. Bury them at varying distances from your camp. If one stash is found, it shouldn't lead to the rest. And always remember, your survival depends on your ability to adapt. Have multiple exit strategies. If one path is blocked, find another. In the end, your bug-out camp is more than just a location. It's the embodiment of your survival instinct. It's your silent testament to the world that you're still standing, still fighting, still surviving. When collapse comes, the survivors won't be seen. They'll be ghosts, hidden and alive.